Good morning, everyone. My name is Edward. I'm from WorkSmart, and today we're going to be interviewing Christian, the co-founder of Bolzzen Scooters. Good morning, Christians. How do you do?
I'm fantastic, Edward. Thanks for having me. Hope you're well also.
I'm excellent as well. Thank you, Christian. So we're going to start off by asking you, how did you get into electric scooters industry, and how did you start it?
We actually started with e-bikes after a family trip to Europe. We rode some e-bikes for the first time and fell in love with the whole concept. We came back to Australia and we did a lot of research, imported our first lot of e-bikes, and then we found ourselves also looking at e-scooters. After a trip to China to a massive fair over there, we fell in love with a few different brands of scooters, which we work closely alongside now. And we now are doing a really good volume in scooters. The brand is becoming more and more well known all the time. And yeah, we can see really big growth in Australia with e-scooters. Obviously not legal in every state at the moment, but things are going in the right direction and we can see great progress being made. So it's exciting times ahead.
That's very interesting, Christian. So I noticed that you add a new scooter to your collection, which is the Bolzzen Dynamo. How are you finding it so far? Are you happy with the result, or what's your overall thoughts on the Bolzzen Dynamo?
Yeah, the Bolzzen Dynamo is a scooter we're extremely proud of. That's this one back here. Look, it's our first twin 1000 watt scooter. So a hyper scooter, as they like to be called, or like a lot of people like to call them. It's got fantastic suspension, really good power, and the best part about it's got a fantastic price point. So we're really trying to, you know, we're definitely not I wouldn't call us a bargain basement scooter company. We are absolutely not that. But we are considered, or what we like to think considered as an extremely good value scooter company that can offer a lot of bang for buck, and the Dynamo is no exception.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so we do have some user questions as well regarding the Bolzzen Dynamo. We have this one user asking, why is the Dynamo so cheap? What's your answer to that, Christian?
Fantastic question. Look, going back to the last question, we are, well, Bolzzen is a relatively new company, but I think a lot of people wouldn't realise that we've been selling scooters for around a year and a half or closer to 2 years, and in that time we've grown at a rate that we're comfortable with. We aren't here to just try to take over Australia as being the biggest scooter company. We want to do it at the pace that we're comfortable with. The Bolzzen Dynamo, the newest scooter we have, look, we found that the price point that we've come up with is going to be an aggressive price point. It will offer as good as scooters, much more expensive than this model, but offer every bit as good quality, where there's no compromise on quality here. We have the new 23 amp hour with hydraulic brake Dynamo Pro coming out should be here in about 8 weeks or so. And that also is going to be a great price point. Watch this space for price on that one. But going back to this one, it's look, there's definitely been no compromise on quality. It's just Bolzzen getting out there and making sure that we're competitive.
Yep, that definitely makes sense, Christian. I think that really answers that question. It is overall, I think, really great quality scooters, but I know that we are still starting, so that's why you want to get the user excited for it. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Then we have another user asking here that how does the Bolzzen Dynamo perform off-road?
Another good question. We would call the Dynamo a soft to medium roader, so obviously a fantastic urban scooter. It does come with urban tyres, which obviously you could change to an off-road tyre. We've tested it on some pretty rugged terrain and it handled it very well. The suspension is, I suppose, a good soft to medium suspension. It's not made to do big jumps or anything like that, but jumping off gutters and jumping off little jumps, if you're off-road, or little drops and stuff, no problem. But it's not made to do things that, the big powerhouse scooters that will do, huge jumps or dirt track and all that, that's going to really test it. We will be adding a scooter to the range that will compete in this space, but this Dynamo's more for an all-round, not hardcore off-road.
Thanks, Christian, for that response. Okay, moving on to the third question. Here's a here's a funny one, I thought. A user claimed, "What if I lost the key? What can I do?"
Yep. Edward, not sure if that's too funny for the user, but to answer that straight, I suppose we don't stock spare keys. So you come with two. Every scooter comes with two keys, or every Dynamo with two keys. We always suggest make sure that you take the keys away and put the second one in a safe spot. If you lose both keys in a unusual situation, there's two options. You can replace the whole barrel and key, which we hold stock and they come with a new key, or we order a new key, but it would have to come from overseas, and you're probably looking at 4 to 6 weeks for that to happen. Yeah.
Thank you, Christian. So moving on to the next question. How does Bolzzen Dynamo compares to Cabo Mantis?
Oh, look, it's a tough question. We obviously never like to talk too much about our competitors and what they're doing. We concentrate on ourselves. But if we're completely honest, we believe the number one thing is bang for buck, and a big price difference between, say, a Mantis Duo versus the Dynamo standard. On average, around about $500 or $600 difference, so that's a big one. But we've been able to do that without compromising on quality. If anything, I'm very confident that the quality of our scooter is superior. Slightly lighter weight, ours, folding handlebars. I think that would probably answer the question fairly.
Thank you, Christian. I definitely agree with you 100% on this one. So, on your own personal view, what do you think makes Bolzzen really stands out comparing to other models of electric scooters? In not just Cabo, like Zero or like Kim. What truly makes the Bolzzen stands out here?
Okay, that's a good one. Look, first and foremost, I think value is at the forefront of the Bolzzen philosophy. We are trying to, and I think succeeding in providing a great range of scooters, right from our Atom Light little baby, which is a $6.99 retail scooter. It is a fantastic bit of kit, extremely reliable, super lightweight, right up to the Bolzzen Dynamo and soon to be the Dynamo Pro. All of those scooters, I think on paper, will definitely offer a better spec than anything you're going to find. And then once you actually ride them and see the quality, people are surprised with how good our scooters really are. I think as time goes on, we are going to add more models to the range. There's a few really exciting models that we know are going to land before the end of the year. And again, going to be extremely competitive, and they're going to shake up certain segments of the market. So can't wait for that. I'd say another couple of things, after sales service. From us to our dealers, number one is we try to support our dealers in the best way possible, very hands-on with our team and our retailers' teams. Whenever there's an issue, or if there's an issue, we try and fix it as soon as possible, as quick as possible. If we need to send parts, we will send them 9 times out of 10 same day. So that's really good. And then I think the after sales side also goes on to our retailers. We haven't just sold to any retailer. We're really trying to handpick the retailers that we know will offer the same sort of service as what we will offer to our retailers. So that's probably point number 2 covered. Number three, look, the overall quality and quality control. We go back and forth with our suppliers or factories, and we make sure that at all times we're constantly evolving each scooter, each small little thing that the consumer may not even notice we've changed, but we're making little subtle changes all the time to make sure that we are offering the best value for money and quality products possible for the Australian e-scooter riders.
Yep. Thank you so much for your time today, Christian. Now, before we go, is there anything that you want to say to our viewers?
Oh, look, absolutely. Look, I think you need to make Bolzzen at least on your short list of scooters. There's some fantastic scooters out there by all means. Let's be honest, e-scooters in Australia are relatively new for all brands. So the big names are still only big names over the last couple of years in Australia. So Bolzzen has been around for almost as long as all of them. It's just that we've grown at a slower rate because we wanted to make sure all of our processes have been able to back our product up and that we're not going to let our customers down. We're not here to sell 1 million scooters a week and then forget about the after sales. We are a fantastic brand. We are a value packed brand, and you know, with the growth we're seeing month on month, I think that the consumer and the e-scooter rider is also agreeing with us, and we're here to stay and we're here to make big waves in Australia.
Yep. Thank you again so much, Christian, for your time today. I really do appreciate it. We'll definitely keep in contact and for future updates for the Bolzzen scooters coming into Walmart. And yeah, as for the viewers, thank you for watching, and comment down below who you want me to interview next. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.